Hi, in this video, I'll be showing you how you can draft transaction query list in Xero. So let's start. So in here, these are the remaining unreconciled items after doing your bank recs or credit card recs or PayPal or Stripe reconciliation. So just to give you a further explanation about exporting a list of uncoded bank statement lines, this is how it works. These are uncoded bank statement lines, are lines from your bank statements or credit card or other payment gateway statements imported into Xero that you haven't reconciled yet. So basically, it's for further clarification or further queries. And then if you have the advisor user role, you can create a list of the statement lines and filter it by bank account or credit card account or other payment gateway account and date to help you decide how to code the lines. And then you can also export the list and work with it offline. So let me show you how does that work. So you have to go to the accounting menu and then bank accounts and then click uncoded statement lines. Right, so in here you can show all bank accounts or just particular account that you know that there are still unreconciled items. Okay, but the default is it will show all the bank accounts, and then you can adjust the date. Say you know that you reconciled from January 2022, or say it's July 2022, whatever it is, you can adjust the date and just run it, right? So after run it, it will show all the transaction for all the bank accounts, and then you can export it, PDF or CSV. In this case, CSV. All right. So let's just go back first in the dashboard. So before exporting the list of uncoded statement lines, you have to make sure that you put something in the Discuss tab. Okay, let's say for this one, you can actually do open a new tab, so at least you can give a suggestion to the client. What is this for? So from the name itself, it looks like an agency, but we're not sure what kind of agency. You can do your research. Say, since, for example, this is for you as a client, you can open the website just in case. Okay, it's more of I don't know, I think it's more on agency for, not sure if it's accounting or what, but we can add a suggestion here. Is this related to accounting and consulting? And then you can put it there. And then for this one, you can ask if this is related to sales or whatever it is. So you have to relate, okay, the suggestion in the industry of the client or the existing account, chart of accounts. Let's say you saw that this client is related to, say, for example, rental sales, okay, or I mean real estate. So basically, there are rental sales or rental income coming in every month for the revenue side. And then for the expenses, probably there are expenses like travel, subscription, office expenses, but also tenant letting fee, tenant referencing, something like that, something related about property management, right? So for this one, let's say this is for sales, because I saw that there's what do you call this? There's a chart of accounts relating to sales. So I need to just clarify if it's another deposit from a client. And then same thing with this one. You can ask, is this related to office expense? Probably office means maintenance. All right, same thing with this one. You can put, oops, sorry. And sales, and then this one is this like for training. All right, if you're not sure, you can do your research, do Google. It doesn't mean na kailangan perfect yung maging suggestion mo. Anyways, the client will correct it naman kasi we have a column wherein the client will comment what is the expense for. Okay, so do not stress yourself too much in figuring out what is this for. That's the reason why we're asking the client. All right, so for this one, you can do a research. Okay, it's more one-stop shop, gift shop, stationery, toys, games. Right, so we can like suggest like, is this related to office expense? And then this one, is this related to sales? Another customer deposit. This one, let's try. So very broad, no? So napaka hirap i-identify. So just give a suggestion lang. It doesn't mean na kailangan yun talaga yun. So, safe guess, I guess. Ganyan. So this one, this is a new customer. So walang match, ganyan. So you have to clarify kay client. So this one as well. Yan. So as you can see, nalagyan na natin lahat yung mga remaining unreconciled items. Gagawin natin, babalik lang po tayo dun sa kanina, accounting, bank accounts, and then uncoded statement lines. So dito sa zero, parang kapag in-export nito, meron kang instant na template. So in here, it will show all the bank accounts, but if you just want to choose a specific bank accounts or credit card or payment gateway account, pwede naman piliin dito. So you can adjust the date range. Ayan, so then adjust na ganyan, then run. So as you can see here, nagsho-show na yung comments. Ayan. Ayan. All right. So what you're gonna do is to export it into CSV. So once you open the CSV, meron ka na agad na template for transaction queries. So ang gagawin mo, aayusin na lang natin siya. So in this case, pwede mong ayusin yan. Then this one, pwede mong i-center. Ayan. I-adjust mo yung mga para makita lahat. So as you can see here, this is where the client will comment dun sa mga suggestion mo. Pwede mo i-color ito para mas ma-emphasize. And then you can add borders. Ayan. Then kung gusto mong medyo lakihan yung font nito, pwede. And then i-bold mo siya para mas ma-emphasize. And then i-move mo lang. And then here, I usually color it yellow para mas mapansin ni client na dito siya magko-comment. Okay? So, ayan, ayusin mo lang lahat ng mga bank accounts para hindi sila mix up. So, let's say marami yan. So, kung ito empty naman, you can just delete it. Pero kung marami yung mga accounts na may queries ka, so ganyan lang yung gagawin mo for all the accounts. So, this one, just delete it. And then, so once okay ka na, ganyan. So, this is the file na i-attach mo doon sa email mo kay client. So, sa akin, ang ginagawa ko, instead of sa Excel siya, ilalagay ko siya doon sa Google Drive. Okay? So, sinisave ko siya as Google Sheet and then I share the link of the Google Sheet. Bakit? Para live yung exchange nung info. Let's say may mga changes siya dito, nag-comment na si client dito, okay? Or any changes na ginawa niya dito. Let's say yun, nakapag-comment na nga siya dito. Sabi niya, this is for yes, that's correct. Sabi niya, yes. That's for accounting and sales. So, live ko agad siya makikita. Hindi ko na siya kailangan i-download yung Excel. Okay? So, shared na siya. Parang nasa cloud na rin siya. Okay? So, mas okay yon kaysa yung dina-download mo siya every time na nag-open ka. Tapos may mga changes. Minsan yung client hindi niya naman sinasagot lahat. So, di ba, ang hassle. So, better is if you can save this file sa Google Drive. So, let me show you paano. Let's go to the Google Drive. And then, let's say, meron tayo here. Mag-ano tayo, sample. Oops. Yan. So, for this one, like here, lalagay ko siya sa isang shared folder for that specific client. And then, open ko lang sa inyo, sample of transaction query list. So, this is a sample. So, parang nandyan siya. And then, you just have to say here, ginawa natin kanina. Just copy. And then, paste it here. Ayan. So, adjust mo na lang. Using mo na lang. Okay, so once okay na siya, pwede mo na itong i-share sa client mo. Okay, so share. And then you can give access to sa client mo, okay? So anyone with the link, or you can just, better you put the email address of your client. Okay, so then copy the link, and then i-attach mo siya dun sa email mo. So ano ba yung itsura ng email? So kapag nag-draft ka ng email, pwede siyang like this. Hi Tom, hope all is well. I've finished reconciling the following accounts. You can mention all the accounts na na-reconcile mo. I have currently finalizing the bookkeeping for what's the name of the company. Let's say Zemo Company, and I have some items we will require assistance with. And then could you kindly review the attached query list and advise what the transactions are in relation of any of this? Is business or personal? Should you have any queries regarding the attached, please do not hesitate to contact me. And then do not forget, okay, to attach the file. And then you can add your signature, right? Your electronic signature, like regards, Shari, regards, whatever your agency name is. Okay, so this email template nandun naman sa ating student portal. You can copy it, you can tweak the email para at least meron kayong somehow guide. All right, so you can change the subject if you want. So that's just a guide. So basically that's it. So hintayin mo lang yung reply ni client. And then mag-exchange na lang kayo ng email. Ayan. So at least niya, pag sinabi niya done dun sa email, you can just go to this link and you'll see the answer of the client. So kapag nakapagsagot na siya, so it will look like this, parang ganyan, may mga sagot si client. And then ikaw, strike through mo na lang kapag na-reconcile mo na. And then you can hide them. Let's say tapos ka na. Ayan, you can hide them. And then just add a new row for that account. Alright, so ganun lang siya, very simple. And I hope you learned something from this. See you in the next video.